Happy Sunday, team. I wanted to share with you 10 reminders that I learned this week. So, every single time when I'm chatting to fitness professionals or coaching or mentoring, I write out notes. So, literally, nearly go through like a book of notes every single week. So, I had like 10 reminders, and I wanted to present this video or this podcast for you guys. So you can understand what I'm learning like along the way from. I'm very, very lucky. I get to coach hundreds of fitness professionals every single week to grow their business. Okay, so today we're going to cover some things on like sales, on planning, how to get through adversity, a little bit on onboarding, and then also alignment with your business partners as well. Okay, so the first one's a very, very basic and easy one to understand, but you guys really need to make sure that you're super aware of this. And it said it's easier to sell people who know who you are, guys. Okay, so it's a really big thing in fitness where, many years ago, you could just put up an ad for, let's say, a 28-day challenge to a cold audience. People would pick up the phone and they'll start training with you. Now, guys, over the years, there's been people who haven't done well by the fitness industry. There's in the buyer's market, there's like a lot of, fear that programs don't work. They've tried 28-day challenges, or they've tried 6-week challenges, or they've tried online programs, right? And for whatever reason, right, that hasn't worked for the person, right, from an ad that they've opted in on Facebook or someone who's reached out to them. Now, one of the big things that you want to focus on is to make sure that people know who you are, okay? That they know who you help, right? What you're about, that you get really amazing results, which you can do by your video testimonials and your photos, right? And that you give them some results in advance, which we call RIA, results in advance. Now, you can do this through many ways, guys. You can do it through videos. You can do it through, giving out resources. One of our favorite ways was to link up ManyChat to give out nutrition plans, training plans, and things like that have worked for people in the past, right? Also, your local awareness is massive, okay? Getting out into the local community, right? Making sure that people know who your business are. And if you ever think about it in your niche, guys, there might be, 15, 20,000, 30,000 people within your niche in the area, right? And your first thing is to make sure that they actually know who you are. And then you want to build in some connection with them, right? So the best posts to post, guys, are ones that give people results in advance that are truly fucking helpful, right, for them, right? To show that you're really, really great at what you do. So that's why we're really big on using video asks to collect a ton of testimonials. And then also to give them results in advance, which is like your classic little 2-step post or opt-in funnel where you might give them, tips on their sleep or their mindset or their training, right? And that's going to make it a lot easier for you to sell that person, right? Whether it's over the phone or face-to-face, right? We have some gyms in our program, like just starting out, we have some gyms who have been around for 5-6 years, who've been really consistent with it. And obviously, guys, it's a no-brainer. It's much easier to sell people who know who you are. So within your marketing, right, you must have tactics that's not just like, let's get someone's name, email, phone number, right? What's the tactics to make sure that we increase our business's awareness and our brand? Right, the next one is for anyone who's on a massive self-growth, kind of part of their life where they're looking to improve their business, guys. And you must have your management team on board. So we work with a fair few people within the inner circle who have like managers in place, like PT managers or group training managers or sales managers. And when I was doing all our like self-growth, when we had the gyms, guys, it was not sure whether it was scarcity mindset or why we did it, but we kind of held on to the knowledge. So only the owners did the self-growth stuff, and then we kind of passed it on to the staff. And I've actually changed my mindset on this, where I believe that all key management and stakeholders, if you're involved in a program, should be involved in it. Especially because it makes it so much easier to clearly communicate changes that you want to make within the business. So guys, if you have some key stakeholders, like whether it's like, I'm going to talk about business partners in a bit, but you're running a very slippery slope by getting one business partner to do massive amounts of self-growth on business development, while the other business partner, for example, doesn't get involved in that. Okay, because with business partners, you guys are making decisions together in this process. And also as guys, well, with your managers and head coaches and things like that, right? We want to make everything nice and seamless for everyone. So you want to get them on that, self-development journey so they're involved in the changes that you're making. And that's going to look a little bit different for each business, but it's just something you must be aware of when you're going through business changes and looking for, really big growth, and you'll kind of identify what you're doing right now isn't working. So you need to get the key management team on board within all of those, growth and changes that you're making. I was having a chat to a private client this week, and just a reminder, if you're selling like Inbody, Myzone, extra services like nutrition and things like that, you need to make it incredibly simple, guys, right? Don't complicate the system, right? You want to make it, someone starts, it gets pitched to them, in the sales consultation within their first week, right? And don't drag out. Like, if you have an amazing service that's going to help someone, let's say, for example, it's getting weekly Inbody scans, for example, don't drag out that process to the end of the trial and then pitch them. It's really, really important that in all of your consults, regardless of, what the price is and things like that, that you always give the person the best option that's going to give them the absolute premium results for what they want. And guys, yes, that includes selling them Inbody scans. It includes selling them Myzones on day one. It might mean that they need to do some like one-on-one nutrition coaching if they're really lost, right? And don't bypass those really important upsells to help people get results because you're a little bit fearful that they'll say no. People really, really respect salespeople who take the sale out of the equation, right? Of, hey, let's just sign this person up. And you're actually speaking to them very openly and honestly about what's going to help them get the best result, right? And it's really important as salespeople that we keep our integrity in that, and we don't sell something to someone that they don't need, right? But you want to make sure that if you have a service or a product that does help them, that of course that you are giving them that option, right, straight away, so you can help them get the best result. Guys, point 4, right? You will get more done by planning your days. I've had multiple emails from people in our inner circle. One of the first parts of the program that we run through is called creating an extra day, right? An extra work day, which is like a methodical planning method on how you plan out your perfect weeks. And then off the back of that is how you plan your days. It takes you about 15 minutes in Google Drive, right? You will get so much more done by planning your days, right? And if you can take one thing away from these reminders that I'm giving you, it's that if you're not planning your days every single day, you can take that away today. You can implement it very quickly and get a lot more done and be a lot more productive, right, next week. Okay. I want to make sure everyone watching, everyone listening is just going through those really basic strategies, right? Which is a very simple one of planning your days. And guys, I'm very, very lucky. Like obviously within the Inner Circle program, we have like over 200 gym owners and they're all absolutely fucking incredible, right? And I say having a group of like-minded people makes planning more enjoyable. So what we did this week is I like plan my weeks every Friday, right? And I really like doing it, really get a lot of value on it. Been doing it, by myself for, probably the last 12, 18 months. And what we did this week is we actually planned our weeks together as a part of the program, right? And had some really, really incredible business owners on there. We talked about, our health, our fitness, our lifestyle, what we're doing for sales, what we're doing for marketing. And from my perspective, it was much more enjoyable, right? And the people on the call really, really enjoyed it. Now, some of the tactics you can do if you're not in a coaching program, guys, maybe you have a business partner, or maybe you have a partner. You might do it with your husband or your wife, right? Or you might do it with the key stakeholders within your business, right? But planning your weeks together and working like a true team makes everything more enjoyable. Okay, so I covered a podcast on how you plan your weeks on Friday, so you can go back and find that one as well, and a little basic overview of what you can do on it. Guys, point 6 is expect turbulence and adversity. Okay, so I can't go into the exact details for you guys, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with the sale of my gym. There's a few like contractual things that have like come back 12 months later. And this wasn't something that I was expecting, right? And it's not something that's like incredibly enjoyable to go through. And I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful to have people like Charlie and Dan and James Can in my life, where they're just like, look, you need to expect adversity, expect turbulence, and don't expect everything to go super smoothly at all times. My friend James Cant, right, who's a credible fitness coach, he looks after all my fitness, all my health, mainly a lot of my mindset stuff as well, sent me off the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which is, it was a 30-minute video. It was like an overview of it. And it was like having the right mentors at the right time to give you the right information is absolutely fucking imperative. So I'm very, very thankful for James for sending that off. And guys, one of the things, guys, just expect shit to go wrong, right? You're going to have turbulence. You're going to have adversity. How you bounce back and how you react on that is absolutely everything. It can't set you off for, 2 or 3 days where you get distracted, you get down in the dumps and you focus on what's not important, right, within your businesses and in your life and what truly makes you happy. And I think, guys, if you can take another thing away from this is if you search like Marcus Aurelius Meditations, there's a really cool video. It goes for 31 minutes, which covers it all. I have to re-listen to it again. This stuff's kind of very new to me, but I got an incredible amount of value from that video, and it was very, very timely for the turbulence and adversity that I'm currently going through in my personal life, a little bit of business stuff as well. So guys, we've only got 4 points left. I'm going to give you a little bit of bonus at the end. But this is something I was talking about. So a friend that I know is finishing up his business partnership at the moment, and it is going quite messy, right? So he's selling his gym in Australia, and it's not working out like the greatest. So, and he said something to me that was very, very unique. So he had a friend that's been divorced twice, and he goes that his friend told him, and they were like kind of chatting and, laughing about the issues that they're going through. And his friend gave him the advice of, when it's all going well, think about what the end looks like. And I think a lot of people don't think about that in their business partnerships and relationships of what does the end look like. And, when I sold my gyms, we didn't think about what the end would look like. And guys, I want you to make sure you've covered that. And it's not an easy conversation, but you want to make sure, guys, that when you maybe finish a business partnership or sell a business or something like that, right, you've already covered what the end looks like. Okay. And when everything's going right is a really good time to do that in the startup phases. But I know a lot of people watching or listening wouldn't have planned for this within their business. So it's something that you're going to have to do. And guys, do not fucking put it off. Do not put off what the end looks like, because it's an awkward conversation and because things go well. They say the only partnership that's like proven to end in the world is a business partnership, right? Either the business is going to close down at some stage or one of the partners is going to move on. It's a part of life, right? And you guys need to plan for this if you have business partners. And please, just if you're watching or listening, just promise me, if you haven't planned for that now, that you stand up and you be a leader and you start to plan for it, right? So it's really clear and you don't go through a ton of headaches like I went through, and like many people that I've met along my journey have also gone through as well. And guys, I want you to think about your onboarding, okay? And to make it more simple and to be able to do it scale. So, there's a lot of fitness businesses out there where all their onboarding is like one-on-one and things like that. And one of the easiest, tactics that we created within our gyms was to make our onboarding simple, so we could onboard a lot of people, each week and each month, and still get them great results, and then want them to stay on within our program for a long time. So I want you to have a look at how are you onboarding clients at the moment, right? How much time is it taking? Is there a way you can refine that process, right? So you can bring people on in a lot easier fashion, and then also to be able to do it at scale. Now, guys, obviously giving people like 2, 3, 4 one-on-one, private sessions and then putting them into the groups isn't probably the best way to do it at scale, right? Also as well, just putting them into a fucking group and not talking to them about their goals isn't the best way to do it at scale, because you won't grow consistently. So I want you to have a look over your onboarding, and we've got this all mapped out now in a circle programs, right? But I think it's really important that we're reviewing our systems at all times. And I want you guys to review your onboarding systems and go, how can you make it simple? How can you get people, integrated into the program quicker? How can you get them better results during the first 7 to 14 days? And how can you improve your onboarding so you can do it at scale, which means getting your team involved and bringing a lot of people through the process? Guys, point 9 is you must be in alignment with your business partners. Okay. So again, I had a conversation with a client who's just not in alignment with their business partner at the moment. They're not in alignment with the growth. They're not in alignment with the goals, and they're not in alignment with the values of the business and what they want the business to look like. Now, guys, business partnerships are tough. They are incredibly difficult because you've got, personal and relationships that come into it. You've got like business goals, and you've also got like beliefs as well. So one of the things, guys, with your business partners is you must be having a meeting every single week with your business partners, right? You must be running through. And one of the best things that we implemented was a 360 review system, okay? Where every single week with our business partners, we met up and we go, hey, this is what went well this week. These are some things that you did that made me really happy and made me feel incredibly grateful to be your business partner. And these are some things that, maybe put me offside, or I didn't understand, or it kind of frustrating me a little bit. Because one of the things with business partners, guys, is obviously in our program, I hear a lot of stuff about other people's business partners. And to be honest, guys, even in my journey, there were times where I would complain to Dan and, my wife about things that were happening and everything like that. Where when we bought this 360 review system to say, hey, when you did this, on Friday, it didn't really make me feel good. I don't really understand what's happening. I wanted to do this. How can we solve it better? And you really need to work on your business partnerships, not just working in your business partnership to grow the business together, because that's like an obvious, but how do you guys improve your relationship? How do you improve your communication? How can you transparently, right, get across the feelings that you have and things that are frustrating you so your business partnership works at 100% of its capacity? And it's where, guys, that true honesty always wins out in any type of partnership, any type of relationship, where you guys both have to be able to be willing to give each other honest feedback, right? So each person can improve the business partnership and it doesn't end is a real key thing. Because, there's a lot of, business partnerships and businesses in fitness shutting down at the moment, right? Which could have been solved many, many, many months ago. So guys, only 2 more points, right? And I'll leave you guys to enjoy your Saturday, or maybe you're listening on a different, your Sunday, or maybe you're listening on a different day. Now, the next one is when you're starting out, you need to keep things simple, okay? Everyone likes to complicate the most basic things in the world, and especially in business. Now, if you're under $10,000 per month, this is what you need, your niche. You can break down your niches. What's the one thing that you help people achieve as a starting point? You might help people lose 5 kilos or more. You might help people, fall in love with fitness and not with their scale weight. Whatever it is, what's a big goal that you help everyone achieve, right? Then obviously there's about 13 to 25 questions, depending how complicated you want to run through with your niche, right? But have that big goal first. What's the one thing you fucking help people with, right? That's a key to all niche. And then you can go down into, the nooks and crannies of, finding where those people are a little bit deeper. Then you want to have an offer to get people started, whether it's a 14-day free trial, whether it's a 28-day challenge, whether it's a 12-week transformation program, whether it's a 24-week program, right? But you must have an offer to get people started. Okay, guys, to be fully transparent, when we're under 10K, we used free offers a lot, right? Because we weren't very good at sales. And then we moved up to, more high ticket stuff along the way. Whatever offer you have, right? I can have a look over it. And as long as you can look at it and go, hey, this is the best fucking offer ever. People are absolutely stupid if they don't take this offer up because it's so good. You have a good offer and you have a working offer that you believe in and you can sell in, right? You have those 2 things. And if you're under 10K, the only 2 things you focus on is marketing and sales, right? How do you generate 1 to 2 consultations every day who attend, right? How do you sell those people into your program, and how do you onboard them really well so they stay, right? That's the only things you have to focus on. Don't start to think about how you bring on staff, how you bring on sales teams, how you handle, looking after 100 clients within your business. Focus on the most important thing at the most important time, right? So you don't get distracted and start to procrastinate and do absolutely fuck all and stay under 10K for the rest of your life. That's all you need to focus on. It is very, very easy to retain 20 members, right? It shouldn't be something, it's like you look after your members, you reach out to them, you help them get results. Yes, looking after 200 members is a complete different ballgame. But if you start thinking about how you retain 200 members when you only have 8, you are focusing on the wrong thing at the wrong time, right? If you're under 10K, niche, offer, marketing, sales, that's it. Okay, get those systems dialed in. And then if you have a retention issue down the line, we can fix that up incredibly quickly. And guys, just a little bonus tip for everyone. I know across the fitness industry, guys, and this is in all businesses, there's been a plethora of issues with consultations turning up either over the phone, face to face. Okay, now there's a lot of little systems that you can run through this with phone, email, text, video, right? But I want to make sure, guys, that one of the systems that we run within our business, and we got like very particular systems on everything, obviously. But when I look over everything and go, hey, this person didn't attend a consultation, the biggest thing I always run through is go, did we make the best fucking effort we can to get this person to attend a phone call by showing them that they'll have value on the call, right? To showing that we're the right person to help them, right, reach their goals. And, did we have sufficient reminder follow-up systems? Okay. So, you might call them the day before. That's an amazing touch point. Again, a little bit harder to scale, but absolutely amazing. You want to make sure they're getting email reminders about their consultation. They know where to park. They know how to attend. They know how to jump on Zoom. Right? Text message works incredibly well too. At the end of your day, you could text message all your consultations saying, hey, super excited to meet you tomorrow. I had a look over your form. We can help in this way. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30. Let me know if there's any issues. And as well, guys, some people within our programs have gone to a really, really high level with it, and they're starting to produce custom videos for their consultations, right? Because they have their goals and their pain points within the forms when they're booking in, is they're actually going to the effort, and it's absolutely amazing to see where they're making, a 30-second to 90-second video, and they're sending it to the person. And guys, obviously that those people who are doing that have better show rates than those who don't, right? Because they're just putting in more fucking effort. Okay. Now, if you're getting consults and if your consults aren't attending, I'm just going to get you to ask you this question is, are you giving your best 100% effort to get this consult to attend? Right. And I gave you a couple of ideas, guys. And if not, right, let's step up our game on that. Right. And let's focus more on getting our consults to attend. Right. Because it's not as easy as what it once was. It's going to continue to be a little bit more difficult because of varying factors. Okay. And I want you guys to make sure that you are marketing and you are selling and you are growing, and getting your consults to attend is a really, really, really big part of that. So guys, I hope you got a little bit of value from today. It's a little bit of a different episode, and especially on a Sunday as well. If you kind of liked the 10 thoughts, please send me a message on Instagram, Jimmy_Pomponio, or can message me on any social media platform. If you did enjoy it, I will keep them up for you guys and do it more consistently. But I will need to make sure that I get confirmation that you guys really enjoyed this episode. So please let me know. If you guys did enjoy it, I will continue to do them more regularly for you guys. Have a really amazing day.